Howdy folks, Uncle Bumble here. And Uncle Bumble's dog. Anyways, this weekend I'll be doing an overnighter with Modern Refugee out on his property. So this is just a quick video to show some of the gear that I'll be taking for said overnighter. Some of this gear you've seen before and other gear you haven't, I actually just received this week because this is my first overnighter, so I had to pick up some things to make that possible, or more comfortable anyways. Done a lot of lunches out in the woods, done a lot of hiking out in the woods, but never an overnighter. So I'm really excited. Should be a good chance to gain some knowledge, practice some stuff, and just test out some gear. So this video is about that gear. Okay. So let's start with the stuff on the outside of the bag, and then we'll work our way to the stuff on the inside of the bag. First of all, the pack is 30 pounds, just slightly over 30 pounds. They recommend that you stay within 20% of your body weight if you're going to be carrying a pack for a long distance, and this will not be that, but it's kind of nice to have an idea how much your stuff's going to weigh. I'm well within my 20% with 30 pounds. So next I'll go with what's hanging off the bottom of the bag. I have the camo bivy cover and the green bag from the military sleep system in there. On the right hand side you can see my Gerber Prodigy. That would be something that probably when we get to camp, I'll take off the bag and put on my person. And then next, you can just see the orange of the handle of my Fisker's axe. And then below that, in the green pouch there, is a North American Rescue Cat's Tourniquet. And then next to that is my trauma first aid kit. It's marked with a little cross there to let you know that it's first aid in case I'm not the one that has to get into that. That is just, like I said, it's just trauma. There may be a few things that are kind of boo-boos in there, like there's a little bit of Advil that you could use for a boo-boo, but you could use it for other things as well. But I wanted that that's a lot of blood. We need to stop it. I don't want you to have to dig through a lot of junk to get to the stuff we need. And I think that's pretty much it for the outside of the pack. Oh, I've got that lightweight carabiner there. I think I'm going to use that to hang my headlamp off of my ridgeline underneath my tarp, so I got a little bit of lighting. But yeah, so that is the outside of the pack, and now let's work to the inside. Okay, so without tearing this all apart, we'll kind of do a quick overview of what I got in it. My cheap dollar store glow lights for hanging on lines and stuff so we don't clothesline ourselves while walking around at night. Bic lighter in an Exotech case. That'll come out of there, go in my pocket right away, probably, more likely. A notebook and pen and marker for writing in said notebook. You know, ideas on videos or projects or just, I don't know, in case I want to write something down. And then bandana for, the idea is I'm going to use this pre-filtered water before I boil it. We're backup fire kit. Goes in my pocket pretty much right away. Waterproof bag. Showed it to you guys before. Wet ones for hands. Wipes for other things. You guys can figure that one out. Imodium, Tums, acetaminophen, some expanding towels, and then boo-boo kit, band-aids, triple antibiotics, bee sting, burn cream, that kind of stuff there. So that's pretty much that pouch. Alright, so let's do the side pockets. Over here I just have a trowel. You guys know what the trowel's for. Nabaco Laplander. This side is mainly most of my cook kit. 32 ounce stainless steel. Will have water in it when I go. 25 ounce cup. And lid to the cup, titanium spork, nice long Cedar Summit that was recommended to me by one of my viewers, and mouse spreader. So that's pretty much the side pockets. Alright, so the next one we'll do is this one here. This is kind of my vision, this way I think of it anyways. Chargeable headlamp, Bushnell, yeah, Bushnell. rubber contacts, so case and solution, glasses case, and glasses. And that's pretty much all that's in there. Get in there. I'm going to go into here right away. Up here, it's kind of hard to see, but I got a bunch of just paracord. My pre-made Ridgeline that you've seen before, 50-foot hank of OD, and some other random pieces. Fresh pair of socks to put on before bed so my whole feetsies don't get cold. That'll be a different sleeping with socks on. Schmog, lots of use of schmogs. You guys know about that. Some dessert. Food, we'll do that one separately. A 12 by 12 sil nylon tarp. It's kind of, I think I can get it down smaller, but it works good there, so that's why I decided around with that. Electronic gear, mainly for, like, I got 2 chargers in there. There's a little solar powered rechargeable radio, hand crank radio. I'm going to test that out, and then chargers and stuff for cell phones, and then the camera. Pair of gloves for playing around with the fire and other things you use gloves for. Straps for my for my hammock. I made straps out of paracord. I don't know if I'd trust them all night long. For me, heavier guy, they're pretty stretchy, so there's that. But the straps that I did make are in here, and then there's some tent stakes that came with the canopy. I figured they're light, they don't take up any room, and they came, so why not throw them in there. I said my hammock, I got shoved down into a bush pot. It's some weird, like 1.6 liters or something. It came on with the bigger bush pot that I usually use, but it fits nicely in here, so I'm going to take this, and I'll show you. There's some food that I am going to be cooking that kind of needs this, or well, makes it easier if I have this anyways, as I ramble on. And then just underneath here, cheap 5x7 from the dollar store for like ground pad or whatever, or to block off some wind at the one end, or who knows. It's lightweight, doesn't take that much weight. And then 2 55-gallon drum liners, improvised rain gear. Again, who knows. If I don't like the hammock, fill it full of leaves and use it as bedding, you know, all that kinds of good stuff. But that is pretty much it for this pouch. All right, so food. I'll start off with this bag. This bag was on with my 12 by 12 tarp. There's 6 of them in there, 1 on each one of the tie-outs. So imagine you're supposed to use it to weigh it down, and you know, that way. But I figured I throw this quick little slider on there. It's a very nice way to keep all my food together. Easy to pull out of the bag, dig through it, or taking, if I had to hang a bear bag, you know, there we go. I got this, and it was free, so why not use it? All right, so also with the mindset of the food, this isn't a bag that I would leave sit around. Some of the stuff you could leave sit around like this. A lot of these Drake mixes have some longer, decent shelf life, but you know, like these are not going to last that long. They're chocolate coated, and I have these because, to be honest, I'm tired of eating Cliff Bars, so I got these. And like I said, it's an overnight, and you're thinking, boy, there's a lot of food there. Well, I don't want to be hungry, so I'm going to carry extra food. It's Easter time, and you can only get these around Easter, so I really enjoy them, so I'm going to eat them while I'm out there. So yeah, that's basically my snacks right there. I've got some dessert for when it gets cold. They say if you're actually legit cold weather camping, like I said, it's supposed to be 40, so it's not going to be that bad, but you know, if it's cold or you don't like cool temperatures like that, eating before you go to bed helps you stay warmer longer because your body is working to digest the food. So it helps you stay warmer. Not something that they suggest you do if you're trying to lose weight, but that's not my concern. And then, so we'll go to entrees. I forgot I even had these. These are MRE pizzas. So I don't know if I'm going to bust into them, but if I do get hungry, I've got that as an option. My planned meal right here is enough to fill me up anyways. Probably you could get 2 meals out of it if you wanted to. But I've showed this before in another video. I'm just going to boil these two in the bag, and that's why I have that slightly larger bush pot, or bigger than my cup anyway, so that these can fit in there. And there's some taco seasoning to add a little flavor to this mix. There was some talk of possibly getting some small game, so there's some Montreal steak spice here in case that happened, because that needs to be parts of the conversation with some small game. And then for breakfast, I've got just some oatmeal. I'll probably put the water right in oatmeal packets, so I don't have to worry about having a mess in my pot. Kind of the same with this here. I'm going to try to mix them together in the bags and not have to mess around with cleaning up my pot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure what our water is going to taste like. We have 2 different water sources. And I drink a lot of fluid, so I've got some hot cocoa, some coffees, and then some sugary flavorings to add to the water in case it's got some flavor to kind of help knock that down. But yeah, that's pretty much it for food. All right, so some of the more astute of you are probably being like, well, Uncle Bumble, where's your compass? Well, to be honest, in the part of the country that I live in, you can't walk very far without running into a man-made obstacle, like a road. Like every mile there's a road, for the most part. In the chunk of woods that we're in, I can't think of more than a half mile in any direction where I'm going to run into some sort of fence row or ditch or road, and then I'm going to know where I'm at. We are going to be, basically in a chunk of the state where I grew up, maybe a couple miles to the west of where I grew up, but I know it quite well, so a compass, it's not really needed. I'd probably be testing another piece of gear that has a compass in it, but to be honest, I'll probably never pull it out of that piece of gear, other than to maybe show it. But, if you're out west where you can walk for miles on end with not running into anything, I can see where you want a compass. Or up north in this state, you could go for quite a while, and a compass would really help you just get a straight bearing. But here, the way this property is run or laid out, there's enough microclimate transitions that you can get a bearing of your direction without the need of a compass or power lines for visual landmarks or what have you. So compass is really not needed. But if there's anything, our pacing beads, again, same as the compass, not going to really need them. Need to know how long I walk before I'll just be able to orientate myself out. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, if you can think of something else that I might have forgot, by all means, put the comment in there. I like to learn from you guys as well. That's kind of what this channel is for me to learn, for you to learn. We can learn together. I like my entertainment to be educational. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else other than, I'd like to thank you for your time watching my videos. Like, subscribe, and share as you see fit. And I'd just like to say thanks, and you guys have a great day.